elders of River State told him that how dare he. So now they went to court. And now that they have been sort of shortchanged and, in quote, defeated in court, Fubara is now asking that Tinubu should intervene, that it is late. Fubara will be removed. It's just a matter of time, a matter of days now. Others are saying triumph. So this claim, allegation, accusation, counter allegation, counter accusation, counter, coup, has been going on from both sides. So they are saying that, number one, Monday, which is tomorrow, Fubara is scheduled at 10 a.m. to go and commission a project called the commissioning of the Palace of Amaewhule Kingdom. Shall you get? Meanwhile, on the left-hand side on your screen, that is the letter written by Fubara to these guys. I hereby write in furtherance of His Excellency's promise stated in my letter dated 5th of March 2025 to notify you that His Excellency has received the Supreme Court judgment and has therefore directed me to invite you and your colleagues, the honorable members of River State of Assembly, to a meeting to discuss, one, provision of benefiting space for the assembly sittings. Befitting place for the assembly sitting. Two, payment of all outstanding remuneration or allowances of the honorable members. Three, presentation of budget and sundry matters. Four, any other matters as may be necessary to chart the way forward in the best interest of the state. Sequel to the above, I hereby humbly invite the Honorable Speaker and all the members of the River State Assembly to a meeting with the governor as follows: 10 a.m. tomorrow. Now, Fubara won't be there 10 a.m. tomorrow, except if it is cancelled. So you see this whole dilemma now. So Fubara has no choice anymore than to relate with these guys. And if he failed to, they have the power to remove him as governor, which is the end goal anyway. So he's offering to pay the allowances, which means he's recognized them. And there will be people that would have to be thrown under the bus. But don't let us forget the genesis and the genesis of all this wahala. So whatever it is that that is currently playing out, I can promise you from other exchanges I have for you this evening, from these same camps, different camps, that we have not even heard the end of it yet. For example, these guys are warning Fubara, if you fail to obey this and that.
Strand of Algon, members, River State. Good afternoon, gentlemen of the press. We address you today in our capacity as local government chairmen and campaign coordinators of Governor Fubara in the just speaking LGAs in River State during the last gubernatorial election. In that capacity, we mobilize support for him among the just. Beyond mobilization for support, we vouched for Governor Fubara's ability, his competence, character, and recognized set skill to discharge the functions of the office of the Governor of River State within our various domains. And as a matter of incontrovertible fact, we deliver Governor Fubara in Abua Odua, Ogubolo, Okreka, Andoni, Asari Toro, Agugu Toro, Begema, Pass of Port Harcourt, and Awoda West. All thanks to God Almighty. Gentlemen of the press, there is a saying that goes, if the female lion does not perceive danger from the noise of the cub, she stays asleep. Our appearance before the press might stun the viewers, as this is the first of its kind, but we have not come to the fore without a reason of societal significance. We are aware that River State has been embroiled in a steam conflict that adversely affects the relationship between the governor and the River State House of Assembly. In fact, the detrimental consequences of this conflict cannot be overemphasized. Nonetheless, we are happy that the seemingly unresolvable crisis, which defied a presidential intervention, is nearing an end. Following the unambiguous pronouncement by the Supreme Court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, We are hopeful that stakeholders will make patriotic efforts towards implementation of the judgment to move the state forward. It is necessary to point out that the presidential intervention gave Governor Fubara victory by ensuring that he will never be impeached and encouraged him to work with the assembly, but it was rejected by him as unconstitutional at the behest of these same few conflict-preneurs from within and outside the state. After the pronouncement of the Supreme Court, we all accepted the judgment, basking in the euphoria that the prevailing conflict, which amongst all the states apart has been put to rest by the landmark judgment of the Apex Court. But unfortunately, our attention was drawn to both subtle and frontal threats to the government, instigated by some individuals and organizations who ostensibly are beneficiaries of the crisis. It is even worse that they use the Ijaw identity to fuel the embers of violence and intimidation of the federal government. In this category, our organizations such as Ijaw National Congress, INC, and some renegades of the Ijaw Youth Council, IYC. As a matter of fact, this organization stated publicly that the Ijaws will resort to violence against critical national oil infrastructure if Governor Fubara is impeached. This implies that this pro-Ijaw ethnic organization have not read the Supreme Court judgment they so condemn. We stringently condemn those empty threats and urge the federal government and Nigerians to disregard such comments which project the Ijaws in a bad light. More so, it is a fact that these threats attack the sensitivity of the people from other ethnic groups in Rivers State who also voted for Governor Siminalayi Fubara. Unfortunately, the governor himself is not blameless of inciting condemnation of the judgment. Instead of calming down frail nerves after the judgment, he personally, in a public speech, made allusions to this intention to lead youth and supporters to promote violence. We have also seen videos and press statements of supposed stakeholders, including Professor Benjamin Okaba, Alhaji Mujahid Asari Dokubo, threatening the energy security of the Nigerian state. If attempt at implementation of the judgment leads to the impeachment of the governor, our hearing these threats, we are compelled to ask the following questions. 1. Did the judgment call for impeachment of Governor Fubara? The simple answer is no. 2. Where were these persons who claim to be fighting the so-called Ijaw fight when the governor truncated the tenure and seized the allocation of the AGAs, including those of us who are fellow Ijaw? Where were they when he stopped the salaries of the assembly members and even made conscious attempts to use the court to impeach them, including 10 Ijaw sons and daughters? They were all unconcerned because they were benefiting from the crisis and are not ready to stop benefiting from it. In summary, the judgment, to the best of our knowledge, invalidated and nullified the local government elections for procedural irregularities. Recognize the Rivers State House of Assembly.
I won't save us time because I'm leaving the supposed less important one for the last. But we still have to accommodate it, you know. Very Dark Man versus Lege Miami because of it, because of Sheyi Tifnumbu. But here is another person pointed out, was pointed as one of those brain behind organizing violence in support of Fubara, coming out to deny that, like, no, I'm not one of them, because these ones are like those who claim to have worked for Fubara, but Fubara betrayed them by this, by treating them, like they were nothing. Okay, but for this guy, his own oppressor, like I said, allegation, counter-allegation, accusations, counter-accusations, and what have you. Listen to this.
This is a press statement by myself, Ambassador Subumabo Jackwich, the national leader of the Simplicity Movement. I'm distancing myself the National Rescue Movement, NROM, the defunct Niger Delta Liberation Force, NDLF, and the Tantita Security, my section of the Tantita Security in Rivers State, being a subcontractor from the circulating Niger Delta Rescue Movement video and its threats of hostilities. My attention has been drawn to a recent video circulating online, purportedly released by a group identified as the Niger Delta Rescue Movement, threatening to resume hostilities in response to the 48 hours ultimatum issued to Governor Fubara by the Martin Amaewhule-led Rivers State House of Assembly. I wish to make the following clarifications regarding this video. Number one, no link between my party and the group. I am deeply concerned about the name of the group, as it bears a striking resemblance to my political party. Being the leader of the party, the National Rescue Movement, as the leader of NROM, the Rivers State chapter, I categorically distance my party from any link, affiliation, or connection with the group. NROM remains a law-abiding political party committed to democratic principles and peaceful engagement. 2. Misleading association with Tantita Security. In the said video, I observed that one of the individuals was wearing yellow rain boots, a black polo, and jeans, and attire similar to that which is worn by personnel of the Tantita Security outfit. My own section, like I said, I am a subcontractor to the Tantita Security outfit, and our dress code that is known in the waters, in fact, in River State, is that our color is black long sleeve, maybe a black jean or trousers, and a yellow rain boot. The leadership of the group, the team leads are putting on red beret, or then the members are putting on black beret. So that is our look. Now, if you look into the video, you will see that some person in that video is putting on that yellow rain boot, which struck my attention. And that is what I'm trying to correct. That we are not into such criminal activities, and so I dissociate myself from them. I don't know the people. Tantita Security is committed to a lawful security operations in line with its mandate. 3. No connection with the defunct Niger Delta Liberation Force. As the leader of the defunct Niger Delta Liberation Force, it is my responsibility to also exonerate the group from this seeming semblance in the name of the said militia group, because the NDLF currently is under the presidential amnesty program and no longer into its old ways. As I speak to you, we have some cases even before the National Security Advisor. We are following whatever we want our arguments with, without violence and very professionally. A clear attempt to set me up. This development aligns with the alarm I raised yesterday about certain individuals who are hell-bent on framing me and linking me to criminal activities in order to use security agencies to take me and other leaders supporting Governor Fubara out of circulation. Their ultimate aim is to manipulate the forthcoming local government elections without opposition. 5. A repeated pattern of intimidation. This same sinister tactic is or was employed against me on April 8, 2024, when the military invaded my home, destroying my properties and killed 2 of my workers. But by the grace of God, I am alive today, and nothing incriminating was found against me despite their desperate attempts to silence me. Reaffirming my innocence and right to support Governor Fubara, I wish to state clearly once again that neither myself, the National Rescue Movement, Niger Delta Liberation, the defunct Niger Delta Liberation Force, nor the section of Tantita Security that is under my leadership have any connection with criminality or acts of violence. I want to remind you that a week ago, like I said, I was informed by someone very close to this opposition that plans have been made to get me and some other persons away, out of the way. Reasons is that they see me because I am like one of the key players who is strengthening the governor's leadership. I have created what they call the simplicity movement to assist the governor, seeing his qualities, seeing the the leadership prowess, his readiness to transform River State from what it was to what it is becoming today. And
nuisance leleyi, nuisance leleyi, nuisance leleyi.
So what happened is that he happened to be one of the former terrorists of Niger Delta called the militants, by the way. He's Jack Rich or something. He's a billionaire. So he's one of those who benefited from the amnesty, which is amnesty for terrorists, called the Niger Delta militants at the time. Yes, they all belong to the group of Werewike's political kind of college or political academy. I don't know. So he believes that those guys who claim to be the Niger Delta Rescue Mission, have been Niger Rescue Mission, they were pretty much like a set-up group to implicate him. And then they will have to arrest him and take him to Abuja. Anyway, you heard him, Sha. So this is like allegation, counter-allegation, and what have you. My takeaway from all of that are the following. The fact that on the side of Werewike, right, they are now everywhere. If they are not singing, Fubara must obey Wike, obey, Fubara must obey Wike, obey. They are singing, make you take your SIM card and give me Wike. You better take your SIM card and give me Wike. You better take your SIM card and give me Wike. That is not the one. They are singing for Amaewhule. On your mandate we shall stand. Fubara must obey Wike, obey. Okay, wicked, they fear you, wicked. And mind you, the mental slavery, their shenanigans, political shenanigans, is not gender discriminatory. There are women too. You better take your SIM card and give me WK. You better take your SIM card and give me WK. Take your SIM card and give me WK. You better take your SIM card and give me WK. Oh.
Take your SIM card and give me WK. You better take your SIM card and give me WK. You better take your SIM card and give me WK. 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 You better take your SIM card and give me WK. You better take your SIM card and give me WK.
Give me WK, or on your man debts we shall die. In their camp right now.
We shall stand.